Dear patient, have you ever wondered why, if you enter a less illuminated environment or a dark room from under the sun, after walking under the sun for some minutes or hours, you experience sudden blackout or reduced vision? If this has ever happened to you, this phenomenon is known as dark adaptation. And in this video, I'm going to be explaining to you why this occurs. Stay tuned. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Seeing is Living, where you find vital information about your vision, sales, and review of vision products. And if you're just watching me for the first time, please kindly give me a follow, share my videos, and leave good comments in my comment section. Having said that, let's go straight to this topic. When you're under the sun, there are two things that happen to your eyes. Number one is what we call pupillary constriction. You know the part of your eyes I'm calling the pupil. That is that small opening at the center of your eyes. Of course, you know you have been watching my video. So when you're under the sun, the pupil reduces in size. That is what we call pupillary constriction. And the essence of this reduction in size is to control the amount of light entering your eyes. Because you know when you're under the sun, there will be excess light entering your eyes. And because that is not healthy for your eyes, your pupil try to control this by reducing in size. When you now enter a room or a dark environment, your pupil will have to open up or dilate. The essence of this is to also allow enough amount of light to enter your eyes in order to enable you see well, because where you are, there is not enough light. Because it takes some seconds for your pupil to readjust to this new environment, that is why you experience reduced vision while your eye is trying to readjust when you entered a dark room from under the sun or outside. Secondly, there is also another thing that happens in your eyes. This is the major cause of the reason why we experience that sudden blackout when we enter a less illuminated environment from under the sun. That is bleaching of the rhodopsin. Now, at the back of your eyes or on your retina, there are two photoreceptors located on your retina. That is the rods and the cone. The rods are responsible for your night and peripheral vision, while the cones are responsible for your day, color, and central vision. When you are under the sun, the rhodopsin are bleached because they are scared of sun, and bleaching of this rhodopsin, it makes them inactive, thereby activating the cones, which is responsible for your day vision. That is why you are able to see when you are under the sun. So when you now enter a room from that sun, that rhodopsin that was bleached when you were under the sun have to regenerate for you to see, because you are now in a less illuminated environment. Remember, I told you that it is these rods that are responsible for you to see in a less illuminated environment. So because you just entered that room or that place from under the sun and the rhodopsin have not been activated, everywhere will just blur first. So the more you stay there, and the rhodopsin will now start to regenerate. The more you stay there, the more your vision will start improving, because the rhodopsin is regenerating small. That is how it will continue, and your vision will be improving until it will reach its peak, and then your vision will become normal. Unfortunately, this process takes about 15 to 20 minutes depending on the individual. So this is why you experience sudden vision blackouts when you enter a less illuminated environment from a hot sun or outside. I hope this was informative. Please don't forget to share this video and follow me for more.